What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Dogecoin today. It is the 20th day of November, you guys. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. 14.8 cents is the price. We've got about 3 days, and it says 6 hours, so it's more like 3 days, 5.5 hours left in this week. And really, right now, I want to address the two thoughts that are going on with Dogecoin, right? It's very obvious. There's two camps of thought whenever it comes to Doge right now. It's either going to go up higher or it's broken structure and it's going lower, right? Dogecoin is a meme. It was created as a joke and it will die as a joke, right? People are right now freaking out that Dogecoin has broken out of this structure, and I'm here to tell you that I don't think that it's a big deal at all, right? Right? Look at this. Look at this, the way that we draw this. Look at the way that our minds go, right? We've broken structure. Now it's time. Now we're never going to go higher. Now it's time to go lower, right? Okay. Well, back here, guess what? We broke structure. We broke structure right here. That would have been the worst time to sell. Absolutely, undeniably the worst time to sell, right? Guess what? We also broke structure another time this cycle. You might forget, but right here, we broke structure right here. Would have been the worst time to sell, right? Absolutely worst time to sell. We broke structure here to the upside. Worst time to buy, right? Dogecoin is tricky. Do not think that you know something just because of an imaginary diagonal line that you can draw, that a monkey can draw, that any of us can draw. It doesn't mean anything, right? Dogecoin here at 14.8 cents really is at areas where we found support before, areas that we found resistance at and support before right here on a closing basis, areas that we found resistance at, resistance, resistance, support, support. You're at a perfectly significant area to find support and move higher. This is accumulation time. It's a blessing that Dogecoin is below 15 cents, not a curse. Can it go lower? Sure. Maybe it does. We'll go over that by the end of this video. But likely, and when I say likely, I mean very freaking likely Dogecoin, you will see prices that are around $4, if not higher, by the end of this cycle. And I would think that that promotes about a 27x from here. So even if the price goes lower, is this good enough for you? You know, if you're looking to buy Dogecoin, do you want to squeeze out that extra 5, 10, 20% that it might drop, or do you just want to buy and DCA and prepare for the best, which is $4? Likely we are going to see a $4 Dogecoin. I'll go into that real quick. I'm kind of going in reverse order. I'm starting with the long stuff, but we'll talk about the short-term stuff here in a second. But the reason why I think we'll see $4 is because that's what we do every single cycle. We go to $4. Because every single cycle that Dogecoin has ever had, from a high to a low, you've gone to your golden ratio to find resistance. From a high to a low here, you didn't go to your golden ratio this time. You tore through it, but you still found resistance right there. You know, you're finding support here and resistance here at various times too, showing significance of that golden ratio. We went all the way up to your 2272. This cycle, I don't think we're going to our 2272 like last cycle, but every cycle so far we've at least interacted with the golden ratio and shown some significance there. Right? Here, this stop was the golden ratio. Here, this high was the golden ratio of this high to low. I'm actually curious, what about this high to low? Is that a golden ratio as well? It's just above the golden ratio, but still, you typically blast through that. $3.94. But that'll give Dogecoin a $500 to $600 billion market cap. Yes, I'm aware. I'm aware of that, you guys. Here's the deal. In time, Dogecoin will have $1 trillion market cap or more. It'll be the first thing in human history that was built with a purpose of being a joke, just being nothing at all. It has no relevance at all. It's not a technological breakthrough. And yet it is worth over $1 trillion. It's going to be the biggest meme on the planet. It is the biggest meme on the planet. It's the Mac Daddy meme coin, Dogecoin. It's when people think of crypto, whether you like this or not, when people think of crypto, they think of memes. They think of meme coins. It's a thing. Because when you hear these crazy stories of people putting $100 in and walking away millionaires, that only happens in the meme coin markets. It only happens with the sociological phenomenon that comes with these humongous pumps from a project that has like $1 million market cap that goes to tens of billions of dollars, right? And if you think of crypto, and most people in crypto don't like the association of memes, but when you think of crypto, the average person does think of memes as well. And that means by default, right, it's like if you think of crypto, you think of Bitcoin, okay? So Bitcoin's the Mac Daddy. If you think of memes, you think of Dogecoin, and Dogecoin's the Mac Daddy. It's not going away. Memes might be hurting right now, whatever, but this thing's got more to go, and it's definitely going to grow. We're certainly at a good point to buy now. I want to look at the short-term stuff, and then we'll zoom out, okay? 1 hour time frame, way zoomed in. You can see we've got a little bit of a channel here that we're inside of. A little bit of a double bottom maybe right here. 1 hour time frame, there is some bullish divergence. Is it bullish divergence? Technically? Technically, no, it's not bullish divergence, but still somewhat of a double bottom look on your indicators, which is nice. What about the MACD? A little bit there as well. Very inconsistent on the MACD, and that's because you're moving sideways. You're just so choppy here. So choppy. It's so wild. What an immense amount of trading potential that is. What's this even, like on a small end? That's some good trades, man. Buy, sell, buy, sell. So simple to think of buying low and selling high, but whenever you're in these kind of ranges, it really is simple. You might not get the first couple, but the last couple you could have definitely gotten. We're not there yet. I think that we do go lower. Right, looking at all these indicators, they're very weak. We probably do go lower. It is possible that we find support right here, but if we do, if this is support and we don't go lower, we should see a reaction that is more fierce than what we saw last time. If it's less fierce, we will absolutely go below this low, okay? Absolutely we will. 4 hour time frame here makes me think that we go lower. Stochastics make me think that we go lower. The MACD sucks. It's all bearish. Makes me think that we go lower. If we're looking at this here from a low to a high, we haven't even interacted with the 1272, so I theorize we will go to 14.35 to 13.37 cents somewhere in this area right here. That's the expectation. Yeah. Yep. Let's look at the daily time frame. If we put lines right here and right here, and we delete the fibs because we're going somewhere in this zone right here, does it line up with anything? Prior support right there. Prior support back here. Right? I can hear it now. Dogecoin broke serious structure. It took out this low. That means it's going to zero. Well, what about this low? What about this low? What about this low that it took out? What about this low that it took out? You know, like, what about all these other lows? Why is this one so important? Why is this one less important? We still held that low. I can see it now. We go below 14.35 cents. People will freak the hell out, and that is the time to buy. Right? That is probably the time to buy. Again, not financial advice, not a financial advisor. This is small potatoes, right? Worrying about the downside compared to the upside that's coming. If you're looking to buy for a long-term position, don't let me stop you. But I think if you're patient, you might be able to snag lower prices. RSI looks bearish, stochastics look bearish, and the MACD is god-awful. So you do have bullish divergence, though. You do have bullish divergence on the MACD, in all fairness, which is actually kind of nice. Weekly time frame. MACD is beat up, stochastics are actually at a point to bounce, and the RSI is too. Every single time that the RSI has been below the 40, when we're around the 35, just below, just above, whatever, these have been the low points this cycle. Let's actually look at this real quick. We'll reference this. When we were here, 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 and now here. Let's just see, right? Here, that was a low point. We moved up. Here, that was a low point. We moved up. Here, we did move up. It was a low point. We did go a little lower, right? We had a little bit here, but we were still at an overall low point of this move. Nobody who bought at 10.4 cents was unhappy up here that they didn't buy it at 8.2 cents. You know what I mean? And here, relative low point. Here, relative low point. We're here now. Does it mean that we can't go lower? No, we can go lower. But from a time perspective, probably not much lower. We're probably overdue for some type of a pump. And if you've been paying attention, the pumps are getting bigger every step of the way. This next pump should and likely does take us above $1. You're at 14.7 cents. You hear me talk about the fact that the price could drop down to about, what is it? What is it? Where are the levels at? Where are they? Did I delete them? 14.3 cents or lower. That should get you excited because that's a better opportunity to buy something that's about to go to above $1 in price, okay? I wouldn't be surprised. I genuinely, all the people at the end of this year who might be surprised that Dogecoin's at $1, I genuinely wouldn't be surprised if we were at $1 or at least around or at new all-time highs by the end of this year. And if it doesn't happen by the end of 2025, then January, February should be bullish as well. I don't really think I have anything else that I want to talk about, man. I think I've said everything I need to say. I want to look at the ribbons because we don't really normally look at the ribbons for Dogecoin. So that's, it's been a while. Weekly ribbon here is breaking down. On the bright side, whenever you're moving sideways like this and choppy, the ribbon is less significant. So the fact that you're breaking down actually doesn't really matter. In my opinion, it doesn't really matter. It's like here, when we cross back up, it didn't really matter, right? Here, when we cross down, it didn't really matter. It's the same thing now, right? Whenever you're moving sideways and choppy, it really doesn't matter. Monthly time frame ribbon is still bullishly postured overall. I don't know, man. I think we're soon to rip. Just be patient, have faith, and in time, Dogecoin, we should be seeing it go to around, I think, anywhere from like 74 cents to $1.54 by the end of this year, sometime in January, pushing higher to $4 by the end of the cycle, sometime in late Q2, if not even early Q3 of 2026. I got nothing else. Hit the like button, subscribe, take care of yourselves. All right, I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.